manipulated yet again by the tiny Daniil, but dropping the subject of Tupka's age for the time being seemed prudent. Kale rubbed the top of Tupka's head. The shorter fur between her ears felt softer than the hair on the child's arms. Kale always found it soothing to stroke Tupka's head, and the Daniil liked it as well. Kale let her hand fall to her side and pursued their mission. Gally and Mince have been missing for a day and a half. We must find them. Teleminkadot said she heard an odd noise when she came down to the storeroom. Kale squared her shoulders and took a step down into the dark, dank stairwell. Gally and Mince may be down here, and they may be in trouble. How can you know who's missing? Tupka tugged on Kale's robe, letting loose a spray of sparkles. You have hundreds of minor dragons in the castle, and more big dragons in the fields. I know. Kale put her hand in front of her, and a globe of light appeared, resting on her palm. I'm a dragon keeper. I know when any of my dragons have missed a meal or two. She stepped through the doorway. Tupka tugged on Kale's gown. May I have a light too? Of course. She handed the globe to the Daniil. The light flickered. Kale tapped it, and the glow steadied. She produced another light to sit in her own hand and proceeded down the steps. Tupka followed, clutching the sparkling cloth of Kale's robe in one hand and the light in the other. I think we should take 12 guards with us. I don't think there's anything scary down here, Tupka. After all, as you reminded me, this is our castle, and we certainly haven't invited anything nasty to live with us. It's the things that come uninvited that worry me. All right, just a moment. Kale turned to face the archway at the top of the stairs, a few steps up from where they stood. She reached with her mind to the nearest band of minor dragons. Soon chittering dragon voices, a rainbow vision of soft, flapping, leathery wings, and a ripple of excitement swept through her senses. She heard Artros, the leader of this watch, call for his band to mind their manners, listen to orders, and calm themselves. Kale smiled her greeting as they entered the stairway and circled above her. She turned to Tupka, pleased with her solution, but Tupka scowled. Obviously, the Daniil was not impressed with the arrival of a courageous escort. Kale opened her mouth to inform Tupka that a watch of dragons provides sentries, scouts, and fighters, and Bardon had seen to their training. But the Daniil child knew this. Each watch formed without a dragon keeper's instigation. Usually, 11 to 15 minor dragons developed camaraderie, and a leader emerged. A social structure developed within each watch. Kale marveled at the process. Even though she didn't always understand the choices, she did nothing to alter the natural way of establishing the hierarchy and respectfully worked with what was in place. Artros, a milky white dragon who glowed in the dark, had caught Kale's affections. She sent a warm greeting to the serious-minded leader and received a curt acknowledgement. The straight-laced young dragon with his tiny mottled white body tickled her. Although they didn't look alike in the least, Artros's behavior reminded Kale of her husband's personality. Kale nodded at Tupka and winked. Now we have defenders. I think, said the Daniil, letting go of Kale's robe and stepping down a stair, it would be better if they were bigger and carried swords. Kale smiled as one of the younger dragons landed on her shoulder. He pushed his violet head against her chin, rubbing with soft scales circling between small bumps that looked like stunted horns. Tupka skipped ahead with the other minor dragons flying just above her head. Hello, Crane, said Kale, using a fingertip to stroke his pink belly. She'd been at his hatching a week before. The little dragon chirred his contentment. With your love of learning, I'm surprised you're not in the library with Librettowit. A scene emerged in Kale's mind from the small dragon's thoughts. She hid a smile. I'm sorry you got thrown out, but you must not bring your snacks into Librettowit's reading rooms. A Tumenhofer usually likes a morsel of food to tide him over, but not when the treat threatens to smudge the pages of his precious books. She felt the small beast shudder at the memory of the librarian's angry voice. It's all right, Crane. He'll forgive you and let you come back into his bookish sanctum.